Hello and welcome. Today we're diving into a significant environmental challenge: methane emissions from farm animals like cattle, sheep, and goats. These ruminants produce methane, a powerful greenhouse gas, mainly through their digestion, a process called enteric fermentation, and from their manure. Reducing these emissions is vital for tackling climate change while ensuring we can still produce food sustainably. Let's explore the key strategies being developed. One exciting area is feed additives. These are supplements added to animal feed to directly reduce methane formation in the rumen, part of the animal's stomach. A leading example is 3-NOP, marketed as Bovaer. It targets a specific enzyme needed for methane production, and studies show it can cut emissions by around 30%, sometimes more. It's already approved for use in many countries. Another much talked about additive is specific types of red seaweed, like Asparagopsis. Research suggests potential reductions of over 80% in some cases due to compounds like bromoform. However, challenges remain in consistently achieving these results, ensuring long-term animal health, scaling up seaweed production sustainably, and addressing safety concerns. Other additives include nitrates, oils and fats, and natural plant extracts like tannins and saponins, each with varying levels of effectiveness and potential downsides. A major hurdle for many additives is getting them to the animals consistently, especially those grazing freely, and results can vary based on diet and breed. A more permanent solution lies in genetics. Scientists have found that some animals naturally produce significantly less methane than others, even on the identical diet. This lower emission trait is heritable, meaning it can be passed down. Breeding programs are now working to identify these low-methane animals and incorporate this trait into sheep and cattle breeding, much like breeding for better milk production or faster growth. This involves measuring emissions directly or using proxy indicators like milk composition. Significant global investment is accelerating this research, aiming to make low-methane breeding a standard practice. While the annual reduction might seem small, perhaps 1 to 2%, it accumulates over generations, offering substantial long-term benefits. Beyond specific additives, simply managing the overall diet can make a difference. Feeding younger, more digestible forage generally leads to lower methane per unit of meat or milk compared to older, tougher feed. Increasing the proportion of grains, concentrates, relative to forage can also help, as can incorporating specific types of plants, like certain legumes or alternative forages. Improving overall feed efficiency, getting more product from less feed, also indirectly cuts emissions. We also need to consider manure. Stored manure releases methane. Techniques like anaerobic digestion can capture this methane and turn it into biogas for renewable energy. Covering slurry pits or composting manure are other ways to reduce these emissions. Accurate measurement using tools like respiration chambers or sensor systems is crucial for tracking progress and verifying these strategies work. Ultimately, tackling methane from livestock isn't about a single silver bullet. It requires a combination of approaches, promising feed additives like 3-NOP and potentially seaweed, the long-term impact of selective breeding, smart dietary management, and better manure handling. Continued innovation, particularly in delivering solutions to grazing animals, along with supportive policies and farmer uptake, are key to reducing the climate footprint of livestock farming. Thanks for tuning in.